Esan ni bedo. Esan bedo. Esan ado keke. Me no, me actually I be eudare ukosu. Omo na igbe, omo na imu, omo na le. Audience out there, I greet you all in accordance to your time zone. And like some of you already know, I am by name Aibe Eudare Okosu. Esan ni bedo. Esan bedo. What is the meaning of Esan ni bedo? And how come about the Esan tense Esan ni bedo? For the benefit of those people who do not understand Esan language, I will interpret by telling us the meaning of Esan ni bedo. Esan ni bedo simply means the Esan people who defeated the Bini people at war. The history behind the Esan tense Esan Bedo, which came from the Esan words of victory, Esan ni bedo, was as a result of the war that was fought between the Bini people and the Esan people in Ozolua, there in Esan land. The defeats that the Esan people defeated the Bini people at that war led the Esan people chanted in victory. They chanted and said, Esan Bedo, Esan Bedo. In other words, the Esan people has defeated the Bini people. The Esan people has defeated the Bini people. Esan Bedo. And what was the reason behind the Binis formulating a proverb and said, if you see a snake and you see any Esan person, first kill the Esan person before you kill the snake? During the 16th century, the war that was fought between the Bini people and Esan people occurred. This war was between the Uromi kingdom and the Bini kingdom. This war that the Bini people ushered into Esan land gives us a remarkable notice that Esan kingdoms are not offshoots of Bini kingdom. In other words, Esans are not Bini descendants. The Esan people already had their settlements before the kingdom of Bini, or before Bini kingdom was formed. Although there were some Esan people who dwelled together with multi-ethnic groups of people that included the Bini people. This dwelling together, this cohabitation was a reason of a particular kingdom that was formed, and this kingdom is known as Igodo-Migodo kingdom. But before this Igodo-Migodo kingdom was formed, the Esan people already had their settlements. On the long run, after the formation of Igodo-Migodo kingdom, the Esan people who joined multi-ethnic groups of people to form that Igodo-Migodo kingdom, these Esan people, they returned back to Esan land to come have their settlement, to come form their kingdoms alongside the Esan kingdoms that were already formed, alongside the Esan sons and daughters that already had their settlements before even the formation of Igodo-Migodo kingdom. The big question is, why did the Esan people disassociated themselves from Benin to come and join their brothers and sisters at home in Esan land? The reason was because there was a particular dynasty that was ushered in from Yoruba land to Igodo-Migodo kingdom. And this dynasty is an alien dynasty to the Esan people. It's a dynasty that is not known to the Esan people. By reason of this dynasty that came in, led the Esan people to retreat from that place that is called Igodo-Migodo, and they went back to have their formation alongside their brothers and sisters that were already settled before the Igodo-Migodo kingdom was formed. And also, this other dynasty that came from Yoruba land was a cruel dynasty. The Obas were very, very cruel to the Aboriginals. The Obas were very, very cruel to the people who formed Igodo-Migodo kingdom. By reason of this cruelty of the Obas, led the Esan people to move away from that land that every tribe and language is formed together. That land that every tribe and languages have stake in. The land that was known as Igodo-Migodo kingdom. So that was why the Esan people who joined in forming Igodo-Migodo kingdom came back and joined their Esan brothers and sisters So when you hear the Bini people saying that the dress code of our women that is also similar to the Bini people, when you hear them say that that dress is Bini dress, is because the Bini people has monopolized whatever it is the multi-ethnic group of people form together, the socio-cultural engagements. My Esan people and every other tribe that joined, that formed the Igodo-Migodo kingdom, I want you to know fully well that the dress code your women wear is not of the Benin dress code, or it's not only the Benin dress code. It's a socio-cultural engagement that was instituted by the multi-ethnic groups of people that form the Igodo-Migodo kingdom. In other words, everybody have similarities and dissimilarities when we talk about the culture that came from Igodo-Migodo land. That is where we have cultural affinity. But that does not mean that it is the Bini people that are the Igodo-Migodo people that gave birth to other tribes and languages who joined in forming the Igodo-Migodo kingdom. So that is where the cultural affinity that you see we shared amidst ourselves, both the Esans, the Edos, the Urubu, the Onwa, the Afema, the Ika, that cultural affinity was gained during the Igodo-Migodo kingdom. But the Oba kingdom that came, the Oba dynasty, so to say, that came from Yoruba land, which is alien to us, led the Esan people to disassociate themselves from that place called Igodo-Migodo and went back to go and settle alongside with their brothers and sisters that were already settled. This war that was ushered into Esan land by Oba Ozolua was as a result of refusal of friendship requests by Oba Ozolua to Agbanoje the Great, the Onoje of Uromi, the king of Uromi, during the 16th century. According to the Benin monarchical practice during the 16th century, immediately anyone become Oba, that Oba will take a white native chalk to the neighboring kingdom. And the neighboring kingdom was Esan kingdom, which they took white native chalk to. Who was the Oba who took white native chalk to the neighboring kingdom, which was Esan kingdom? The Oba is known as Oba Ozolua. And what was the white native chalk for? What did that white native chalk symbolize? The white native chalk symbolized friendship, gesture of friendship. And if the white native chalk was accepted, it symbolizes friendship accepted or acceptance of friendship. And if the white native chalk was rejected, it symbolizes refusal of friendship, or it indicates refusal of friendship. On this note, Agbanoje the Great, Onoje Agba, the king of Uromi, rejected the white native chalk because he knew the cruelty of Obas. So he did not want any friendship of a cruel king. On that note, he rejected the white native chalk which Oba Ozolua sent to Onoje Agba, the king of Uromi, during the 16th century. By reason of this refusal of friendship, Oba Ozolua got angry. He got angry in his cruelty. And in his cruelty, Oba Ozolua mobilized his Bini men to come fight war against the Esan people in Uzea, there in Uromi kingdom in Esan land. When they came with their war, unfortunately for them, it was not what they planned. It was not as they expected. They suffered a whole lot of casualty. In this war that they ushered into Esan land in Uzea, Onoje moved into the battle, into the war, into the battlefield, and beheaded Oba Ozolua. After Onoje Agba beheaded Oba Ozolua, Onoje Agba chopped off Oba Ozolua's head, cut off his head. And after Onoje Agba cut off his head, Onoje Agba disappeared into a particular forest there in Uromi. And after Onoje Agba disappeared into that forest, the people of Esan in Uzea, there in Uromi in Esan land, they built a shrine where they worship Onoje Agba who disappeared into that forest after he defeated Oba Ozolua and chopped off his head. By reason of this victory the Esan gained against the Bini during the Bini-Esan war at Ozolua, the Esan people who chanted by singing, by shouting, Esan Bedo, they rejoiced and said, Esan Bedo, the Benin has been defeated. The Esan people defeated the Bini people. And by reason of these defeats, the Bini people, in all amazement, they formulated a proverb and said, my Bini people, if you see a snake and you see any Esan man, endeavor to kill the Esan man before you kill the snake, because the Esan people, they are very swift in undertaking. That was how the word of the Bini people, or the proverbs of the Bini people, was formulated. That was the reason they formulated that proverbs. And today, it is popularly known amidst the Bini people and the Esan people. Esan